Hello, and thank you so much for visiting my website. Whether you're a viewer or a news director looking for new talent, hopefully you've kind of gotten the idea of the type of journalist as well as the type of person that I am. Whether it's looking at my newsreels, my stories, my photos, hopefully that's kind of helped you out a little bit. But I just want to make this video to kind of give you a bit more of a background about me. So I grew up in a small town of Vian, Oklahoma, which is a very, very small town near the border of Arkansas. So the very first exposure that I've ever had to journalism was when I was a senior in high school, and we had this small room. And within that small room, we had a green screen, we had 2 microphones, a table, and a camera, and a tripod. And so we would do like updates and stuff like that. So that was really my first ever exposure that I ever had. And when I first started into college, I was not in mass comm. I was actually a biology major wanting to be a high school teacher. So how did I go from that to journalism? Well, to be honest with you, I really love giving people a voice. And I think the reason why that is because growing up, I never really had one myself. And I think that's what shocked a lot of people. When I would start going into this field, they were like, wow, like this guy's actually doing it and he's actually pretty decent at it. And I kind of shocked myself. When I started with UCentral, so I'm ending my UCentral career, obviously. I worked for them for 3 years. When I first started at UCentral, I was a floor director, I ran teleprompter, and then I got hired on as a reporter, and then I worked my way up. I went from backup weatherman to weatherman, then to anchor / weatherman, and then I took on associate producing as well. So I definitely worked my way up the ladder with UCentral. None of it was given to me. Desiree, she really had us work hard and, keep pushing and to keep getting better. And, I absolutely love journalism because it gives me kind of a free reign at sometimes. I'm able to be creative, and growing up, I've always been a visual learner. Don't get me wrong, words are important, but if I can see something, it's better for me to be able to understand what people are telling me if I can see it. So being able to capture B-roll and footage and everything, it's really helped me to learn things more. And I think in journalism, you definitely learn a lot. It's definitely been an amazing journey, and I've loved UCentral, and I love journalism and other things like that. And what I realized when I was a weather anchor is it really helped me a lot with being able to ad-lib and being able to talk in front of the camera, because I can remember I used to be so afraid of the camera. Not to say that I don't kind of choke up every now and then and kind of get a little bit scared here and there, but sometimes I look at the camera and I imagine someone that I love. Because if you were to ask me the definition of journalism, I would tell you that it's love. So every time I look at the camera, I pretend that I'm talking to my mother or my sister or my niece or my nephew or my brother-in-law, someone of my immediate family that I truly love, and that's how I'm able to get through it at times. And definitely with this pandemic that we're kind of going through right now, it's definitely been a lot. I've been able to still report and still be able to do things. I just had to be able to adapt, and I think that's very important for journalists. I knew that I didn't want to stop reporting. I just had to find new ways and new creative ways to gather interviews, whether that was through Zoom calls and other things like that. The virus has taken a lot from people, but it's not going to take my passion for journalism. And I definitely, in this time, we definitely need to give a voice to people. And I love it so much, and I love being able to go to work and to know that every day is different. It's never the same, and sometimes we get to do really cool things, and I think that's amazing, and I think it's a great career path. And so what I hope is that you look at me and you get to say, he's not perfect. No one's ever going to be perfect. But hopefully you look at me and you get to say, hey, that's a young man who's trying his best and he gets better every time. I just want to tell my employers that I promise you I will mess up. I will definitely mess up. But the one thing about me is I learn from my mistakes. And another thing is I love what I do. And what I look for in a station when I apply for jobs is I want a sense of home. I want a sense of belonging, because if I don't feel that sense of belonging, then I can't give you my full work ethic. You know, like if you give me a sense of belonging, I'm gonna work 10 times harder. Even though I'm already going to work 10 times harder, I want a sense of belonging. I want a station that cares for me and that is willing to help me when I need it. And, you know, finding a home, finding a news family is very, very exciting. And I'm excited to see what that brings. So if you are interested in me, or maybe you want to know more about me, my contact is in the description. So if you want to email me or call me, shoot me a text. If you have any questions about me, I'm totally willing to answer those for you. And I very much appreciate you visiting my website and giving time out of your day to kind of look at my material and say, okay, maybe this guy's going somewhere. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching this video and for looking at my website. I really do appreciate it. Also, if you have any feedback for me, I would love to hear feedback from you. And thank you so much for watching this video. Have a great day.